Hi guys, this is Sebastian with TradeDailyWithSeb, dropping you guys down, and excuse me, new video, of course, and I haven't been posting in a very long time. I need to start posting quite often for you guys. Very sorry for that. I always say that every time. I really am sorry. I've just been really busy though with creating my own indicators. I just created this one. Just made this one. Dropped it already. It'll pretty much be ready for public view after I'm done with this video and posting it on YouTube. But this one's pretty good. I got another one I'm working on in the works right now. It's pretty good too as well. Very customizable too as well, and I really like it. I really like how it's going on so far. There's a lot of things you can use with this one too. It's pretty customizable itself, except the only thing you can't really customize is the EMAs and the moving average type. It's mainly, this one's only mostly focused on the Guppy moving averages, which are pretty nice. Gives you I mean, if you can use these. There's so many different ways to trade off these levels. And you can also, with the indicator, you can change the EMAs to your liking too as well. It's all customizable on the EMAs. So whatever EMAs you want to use, go ahead for it. I don't really care. You can change I'm using mainly right now, I'm using the CVD confluence filter. I'm using an RSI filter, and I am using a signal cooldown, so there's not so much signals happening. You can check off the CVD, and you will get a bunch of other signals too as well. Things might change around, so this is still a pretty good signal. Obviously, the signal was right here when we had turned off the CVD, but you do get a nice sell into that, and too. It's basically acting like as a mean reversion kind of a way to trade this. So it's pretty nice. It's coming in back in, pretty much touching back into those EMAs, and just take a trade off those bounces. So you'd say, obviously, you see this tap right back into this mean reversion right here. Mean reversion, I mean tap back in this EMA. Take that trade right off that, and you go for about here. So you can take it here if you want to take it there, but be careful, you might not get it. Always make sure you're dragging your stop loss, making sure you have good risk management and good trade management as well. And using any indicator you guys are using, any indicator, you can also take it as like, you can take the trades. You can use it even if you don't want to use the buy and sell signals. You can just use this as like a crossover strat too as well. If you see like crossover, if you saw this, obviously is a crossover. Take the short there, because obviously this is a bad signal right here. This is a really bad signal. This is a good signal. That's actually a pretty good, decent signal. You can take a trade right when it taps into this area. Take the trade. Take the stop loss, maybe, get really tight if you wanted to, or you can take it down to here, depending on how much micros you're trading. If you're trading a small lot micro, go for it. So if you did take that, like if you took that trade right, obviously maybe if you take it there, you're really not gonna make a whole lot of points. You could probably scale into the micros, do some dollar cost averaging, add a little bit more micros so you can recover some losses. You can do that too. That's typically what I do. Sometimes I'm taking like 1 or 2 micros, and then if I'm really confident in the trade and I see it, okay, it's really starting to push into my direction, and then I'll start adding more contracts. And just to help me get me out, and take it like, okay, I just closed out at $70, $100, or $150. Cool, And if I see a better setup, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go in a little heavier. But I mean, for most part, this has pretty decent signals for the most part. Not all of them are good, but there are some pretty good ones. Got a good one right here. take the short, get out here, take the short, and maybe you want to hold longer, fine. Take it right here. You entered out, and you took it here at the top, and you got out right there. Pretty good. That's a pretty good. It's a pretty good trade, and it's following that push down, and then you got another push down right here, all the way through right here. So that's an even better one too as well. And it all depends on obviously on how much are you gonna risk and whatnot. And you got a good buy indication right here too as well. Not so good about this one. I mean, pretty decent. I mean, you took the buy right here or so, or wherever you want to take it. Wait until you get about like a midway, or say probably right here, and then you get out. You get out right there, off one mini. That's pretty good. So that's one way you take a trade. To trade this, take the trade right here. You got out. You take out. You hit right here and get out about right there. About that area right here. Obviously at the top of that wick. Or you can close it to where it started to reverse away. It started to drop from that level right there. Is still pretty good. That's still a pretty good trade. It's not that bad of a trade. Like if you did like a limit order, let's say like right here. Obviously, let's say like you did take your trade about midway into that area. Take your TP. You take it here, obviously 595, or if you want to take it right there, that's $735 off one mini. Take that trade right there, and you made $735. That's not bad at all, guys. You take your short. Obviously, this is not. If you took your short here, or if you took it like maybe wait till you get back, just to confirm it, or so, if, whatever you guys want to do. And you say like, okay, well, I'm gonna take it to the low here. That's $665, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Even if you break it up too, if you break up, if you got two signals here. So if you obviously if you took your trade right here, or even right there, kind of waited for a tap into that ribbon, that EMA ribbon, and you take your trade and you're like, okay, well, what do I want to target? Look further back, and you take it about right there. You take it here too as well. That hits too as well. That's $1,000. And if you don't, you take it $775. That's still not bad, guys. That's still not bad. Even if you took it even lower than that, 955, or if you really want to try to go for that 1,000, it's up to you guys. It's all up to you. Do whatever you guys do whatever you want. If you want to go even heavier, you can go with 2 minis if you want. Sometimes I do that if I'm confident in the trade. That's a lot of money. That's $2,000, bro. That's $2,000. That's a lot. Even that right there is not bad at all. That's $1,500. $1,500 and made $1,500, and you took that trade and you probably were barely in drawdown either. Maybe you were in what? Maybe a couple bucks, maybe $30-$40. Cause what is that? You're risking 100. That's crazy. Look. Obviously this is the buy. If you trim this out, let's just do that. $130. Even if you took your trade rate exact there, that's still $160, and you're making $1,800. You're literally making $1,800, guys. That's crazy good. 2,000, 1,800, even if you're still making $1,500. You're still making $1,500, and you only risked $160. A solid trade right there, you know. And like obviously you got a whole lot more room to go if you take, and if you want to take another short, well, you took it about here. Maybe you didn't take it right exactly there. You waited, you know, for it to come back into that. We'll go there. Drag your stop right there. Or if you want to go even higher, depending on micros or the trade you want to take. I mean, obviously you can go that. That's like still give you yourself some breathing room. And you go for like even the lows. If you can go for the low, even the lower lows of that too as well. You can be like, okay, well, let's go back even to this area. That's $1,900, and you just smashed that. Literally got smashed. That's awesome, dude. That's super awesome. $1,900. That's killer. That's the power of NY session though, too. If you're trading an NY session, the volatility is really good. I mean, even with this trade, you'd catch a pretty good trade. You definitely want to wait until confirmation though. You might need to get like a tight scalp into that though. This one's not that bad either. But that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good too. Give yourself some room. Like if you did say, let's say we did take it. They say we take a limit order. Limit order right there. You got it in right there. You drag your stop. You still like, even if you go like, what, let's just risk like $500 or so. To me, this is one trick I got. Okay, so I got into that area, right? I'm gonna look, for me, typically what I do if I'm trading big, I'm gonna look for the most recent low. Most recent low, obviously you're gonna get stopped right there. So you want to give yourself a little bit more breathing room. So I'm gonna look at this candle. I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna tighten down the risk. You can do that, or if you want, you can go like just below that wick, or you can just go right here. That's not the lowest point. That probably is like an exhaustion area where I'd be like, okay. Or you can look through here. You can line up your, to me, I always look at this and be like, okay, well, I don't want to, that's okay kind of area, but really what I want to do is line up an area that where I think it can go, like it can sweep and continue up. That's what my kind of logic is. Like, I use the stop loss as like kind of like a resistance, support and resistance area, like a trend line, where the most resistance happened. This is like extreme low. Which still that's ugly, but it's not that bad. That's typically why I like trading micros though. I don't like trading like big. Like if you made it in one contract, that's still good. And if you want to go continue more in, like it's like you got in here, you got into some drawdown obviously, and that drawdown's still not bad either. That's only like $130. But if you go back to that low, $540, and there's a lot of other things I'm using as these confirmations too as well, guys. I got a lot of different indicators that I made. Obviously, I didn't make the fibs. I didn't make the fib ones, and I didn't make the VWAP one. I did not make that. It's standard VWAP indicator for TradingView. But the indicator, this one is really good. I love this one, guys. I love it so much. And Nexus Global, super awesome. If I trade one contract, right, and I can look at these levels, obviously we're already looking to the future of this. Sheesh, what is going on here? Super annoying. But yeah, you can take your trade. To me, I'm looking at these levels, and this is what I love about this indicator. I'm having an extension level. This is I believe that's a 0.618. That's a 1.272. It's a 1.618. So if you want to take that trade right there, that's still good. That's $1,000. You can take it here, 2,000, or if you want to go higher, that's 2,800. I mean, you can use all my indicators, use them with so many different strategies that you can create an edge with, just like this one. Going back into an initial balance and older previous initial balances too, as well, as you saw that. You can take your trade right here and come back into this OTE zone. I added an OTE to this indicator, and you can just see how it respects that OTE area. Almost came back into the lows. Did we ever get into it? No, we didn't really hit that extension level though. But we pretty much, if you look at it, guys, we respected that OTE area. You can see we're respecting that OTE area. We respected this OTE area. We respected this OTE area. These two areas became a support and resistance. Super great, dude. I love this indicator, guys. You guys, I'm telling you guys, you ought to use it in your trading. It's a game changer. I just love initial balance. Initial balance is really clean. You can trade the range. You can trade the breakout. I like to trade the ranges. I like to trade off these OTE areas. Those are really huge, really key to me. I really love it. I mean, we got to tap into here, right there again. That's how you can create this is literally how you can create an edge. And if also sometimes price literally won't break out of the initial balance area. It might break out a little bit, but there's sometimes it just literally respects the initial balance high or respect the initial balance low, but it'll literally come back into the OTE area and then come back down. It will literally just bounce between these. If we're in a range day, I literally see either the downside go like this. It just literally goes down, hits the initial balance low, comes back into this OTE area, OTE zone, and it'll bounce back into, or it'll come back somewhere into an area where there was there's some resistance, some old resistance levels that are now becoming a support level, and it comes back into the OTE zone. At the top of the NY imbalance, sometimes I see that too. It's kind of similar to this. Obviously London was struggling to break away from that OTE zone, so obviously I think it's an indication that it wants to either tap into the initial balance high of London session, or if it wants to, or it pretty much might want to peak out, break out a little bit out of the initial balance zone, in the initial balance range. But yeah, I love initial balance. It's really good. I love it. I got another indicator though too, also super helpful too. You guys should use it. You guys should really use it. If you guys are only going to use the gamma indicator, not gamma, sorry, it's the Guppy multiple moving average signals. I just dropped it right now, so you guys can use that. The Nexus Global Initial Balance. It's a really good one. I love that one. This one, the fibs, I like that one too. Big shout out to, let's go to this guy. I can open the source code on this. That's cool. Oh, it's because this is a script, is read only, obviously. So yeah, use this Fibonacci extension to retracement pivot points by DGT RD. Awesome. This guy makes some really good. You should follow this guy. He makes some really good scripts. The multi-session orb. This is my indicator too. This one's really good too as well. This is orb breakout. So if you missed certain areas, if you did miss them, well, you can take a trade even into the orb right here. Take your trade. Go for a 101, 102. This does have a 101, 102s. You can go here too. You can turn it on too. They're not gonna always hit all the time though. We did get a hit right here though off that 101. Set up to 101, 1 to 2s, 1 to 3s. And there's also, I believe I have extension levels too. Oh no, that's just the zone area. It has the zone area. It does have a zone area. I'm gonna probably tweak the code a little bit so I can highlight the area better for you guys, so you guys can trade off that. If you guys want to trade off that area, it does have a mid-level line that you guys want to take those trades. You guys can. But it had some pretty good breakouts of London too. London had a really good orb. London had an orb, broke out, came into, looks like a 1 to 2, and came all the way back up into the orb low. So that's good. London last night had a really good 2 as well. Nice breakout. Broke out right here. Came back into it and also hit. I also tapped into this area right here. Tap back into a zone. This is right here. You can barely see it. There's a zone here. I'm gonna kind of fix that. I think I probably could fix it right now. Let me check. Oh, I guess I can't. I'm gonna tweet the code, guys, for you guys, so it'll be nice, a lot more visible for you guys. I'll make it stand out just like the initial balance. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Check out just check out my profile. I did just drop this one. You can look up here, Guppy MMA mean reversion signals. And there's also other ones too as well. I had the ultimate scalp mobo. This is mobo bands, ultimate scalp mobo plus RSI plus multi MA plus a MACD configuration. I got the super quant X trend shift indicator. There's also a mean reversion one, I do believe. Yeah, mean reversion. BWAP mean reversion scalper with multi SD bands and CVD. I got also a multi-session. Did I just boost that myself? I did. That's funny. I didn't even know I did that. I really didn't know. Multi-session levels exclusive logic. That's a really good one too. I love that, using that one. Trading off those levels. Use that, guys. I highly recommend you guys using this multi-session levels exclusive logic one. This one's really good. So it's a bit cluttered. You can change the settings to this, whatever. If you want to get rid of certain levels, you guys can do. It's absolutely completely customizable for you guys. It's really good. I love it. I really love this one. Yeah, this one's really, really good. I love it a lot. Changed a lot of settings to it too. So, and you can change the name. Like, if you don't want to see all that text, you can abbreviate it to whatever you want. You can rename the New York session levels. You can rename the Asia session levels. I put Asia and Tokyo in here too as well. I put the Asia overnight because US overnight session opens at 3 o'clock. But obviously the real Tokyo session opens at, I believe, 8 a.m. JST. I believe that's how time it opens. That's equivalent to basically like my time frame is like 5 p.m. is when 5 p.m. my time is when Tokyo session opens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for that. You can do also use this VWAP mean reversion scalper with multi SD bands and CBD. I got a super trend one, and it has multiple. You can use multiple different types of moving averages with it, and it has a CBD confluence, so it takes the signals when there's an EMA cross, and there's also the CVD is positive for the buys, or it will do a sell signal when the cumulative volume delta is negative. And I'm also going to be dropping a new indicator pretty soon. Still working on it, on the kinks of it, and I'm also working on a lot of stuff on it too as well. But I'll let you guys know when I drop that. Probably place another video when I do drop that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Also, join the Discord, guys. My Discord, completely free. My Discord is completely free. You can go to here. And it's a Trade Daily with Seb server. I do have I believe I dropped trading strategies once in here. I've uploaded. This one is not. I gotta re-update it. But this one's. I'm gonna pretty much drop it again. I don't exactly know why this got. The mods on TradingView blocked it for some reason. I don't know. I think I wasn't complying with something. I don't remember exactly. I don't know. I was irritated with them. Those guys were just idiots. But yeah, this one is pretty good too. I was like doing a 1-on-1 R&R on a paper trading account. Solid. It was really solid. Yeah, I tweaked. Revamped this one though. I did revamp this one now. It's just a Super Quantum X Trend Shift Indicator V2. That's the Volume 2 one. But yeah. The Nikki session, this one's pretty decent. What in the world happened here? Oh, 25 in the world. Yeah, I uploaded this, everything else. This one I actually completely redid that one. Now that one's not the Nikki T25 Mini Orb Specialist. Now that's the multi-session Orb Specialist. Because now it gives you not just Tokyo session, it gives you Tokyo session, it gives you NY, and it gives you London. So it gives you all three of the major sessions that you can trade using Orb, as we saw in my chart. You can use, and I created that IB indicator. But yeah, really solid, dude. Really solid, guys. Really solid. This is my new Discord. This Discord's pretty nice. Let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Sorry for rambling on for so long. But yeah. And you guys, if you guys don't follow me on TradingView, if you guys want to follow me on the Discord, want to join the Discord, that's completely fine to you, up to you guys. We'll be doing also, I'm going to be adding an affiliate code for Alpha Futures too, if you guys want to try them out. I'll drop that down in a little bit. I'll probably add it into the next video though. Mainly this is going to be mostly for my trading videos, my trading indicators. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll post another video, and I'm